Assalamu alaikum, hola, and welcome to the second Tips for Success in the US video that I'm posting every Friday. A few people have asked what the word tip means in English, which would probably be a good place to start to define that word as I'm doing this Tips for Success in the US video series on Friday. So the word tip means advice or little hint or suggestion, and in this case some advice or a little suggestion for success if you're an international student in the US. Today's topic or tip is participate in class. So participate is probably another word that I need to define. And participate means to be active, involved. So in a classroom setting, that would mean doing what the teacher is asking you to do with an activity, answering questions, so not just sitting there and doing nothing. So participating in class can seem like sort of a strange concept for some people that come from countries where the professor or teacher is seen as almost like a god, unquestioned, the all-knowing that cannot make a mistake. In these countries, the teacher mostly lectures, and so students are expected to take notes, not ask questions, mostly memorize what they learn, and then repeat it exactly the same on the test. This type of education style requires very little critical thinking or analysis on the student's part, but in an American classroom, part of your grade depends on your participation in class or how much you contribute to the class. This means answering the teacher's questions, providing your own opinions and experience to class discussions, working in groups with other students on projects, and presenting projects or information to the class. An example of what a typical grade breakdown might look like percentage-wise, so maybe 20%, 15 to 20% of your grade is determined by how much you participate in class, which is a lot. 50% for your grades on your tests, your quizzes, and then maybe 30% for your homework assignments, your presentations, group projects, stuff like that. So for a lot of classes in the United States in college, participating in class is a large part of your grade and can really affect if you get a good or a bad grade. I taught Spanish at a university here in the United States, and I can tell you that teachers design their lessons specifically to get students involved and participating during class time. The professor does not want to stand in front of a silent class. No teacher wants to feel like, hello, anybody out there? But having been a language student myself in another country, in Spain, learning Spanish, I also understand that it can be extremely intimidating to speak up in class with other American students. A lot of international students worry about their English abilities and looking dumb, or the other students and the teacher judging them if they answer a question wrong, but that's not the case. Of course, there's going to be a mean person here and there, but overall, teachers and other students understand that you're a foreigner and that English is not your native language. Also, if you answer a question wrong, it doesn't mean you're dumb, it means you're trying, and that's more than some other students can say. At the end of the day, that's what the teachers want. They want you to show that you are participating, that you're thinking, that you're contributing to what's going on in class. I know in some countries you don't even talk to your teacher outside of class. Comment below how it is in your country, whether the professor just lectures and students listen, or there's more participation. I would be really interested to know. So now if you're saying to yourself, okay, so if participation is going to be counted towards my grade in my classes in the US, I have to do it. But what if I'm struggling in a class? What if I'm having a hard time? I don't understand. Maybe I don't even understand everything the teacher is saying. My suggestion would be to find the tutoring center on your campus, because almost every college also has a tutoring center, a place you can go to get help from other students that have already taken that class. They can help you understand the material better so that when you do go to class, you have things to contribute. You have something to say, your own opinions, your experience maybe in your home country that you can share with the class. And my other suggestion is that you just have to put yourself out there. Just try answering questions, even if you think you sound dumb, because that's what the teachers are looking for, just effort and that you're involved, engaged in class. So thanks for watching. If you have a specific topic that you would like me to cover in the Tips for Success in the US section of my Friday videos, or a concern or question that you have had about studying in the US, type in the comments and I can make a video of it. I will see you next Friday for another Tips for Success. Next Friday for another Tips for Success video. For more in-depth information on how to study in the US, how to choose a school in the US, or one-on-one advising with me, you can check out the links below also.